ding, 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 ding indeed. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Your Music Live here on Studio Live today. The best independent music from all around this big blue marble of ours. We do this each and every week on a Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, Monday morning, depending where you are in the world. And we do it each week thanks to these fine folks here, DistroKid. Yeah, if you're an independent creator, an artist, you want to get your music out there to the world, onto Apple Music, onto Deezer, onto TikTok, onto Tidal, onto Amazon, guess what? One-stop shop, and you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Just use the link up there or down in the description. We've got so much great music to play for you here today. We're going to dive straight into it with someone we played recently. They've only just kind of joined this community, but they've already made a splash because amazing creator, amazing musician is Rhonda Lee, and her track called Unfurling to get us started in style here on Your Music Alive.
I've been silent for so long. I've made quietness my song, but it's all rising. Everything inside me has been wanting and wondering all along. The clarity that comes each day of letting worries fall away. It's all unfolding. Why have I been holding myself inside, safely tucked away? I've come undone. I'm unfurling in a whirling world around me. I've come undone, and I'm learning to love these broken pieces of me. Still afraid to find my voice, but I don't think I have a choice, 'cause it's all rising. Everything inside me is ready to unfurl. I've come undone.
Beautiful vocals. Love the harmonies. Love those doubled vocals in that section there as well. Great, just simple songwriting from the heart, from the soul, and amazing stuff there. Yeah, beautiful voice. Real people and real music, absolutely. I know there's it's a challenge at the moment with the whole AI side of thing. Maybe we'll have a little mini rant. I know Jade started a show on that today, and maybe I'll continue the rant because there's not enough people power around at the moment in general, and I want AI to do my taxes and invent a laundry robot that folds up my clothes when I'm asleep. I don't want it to replace the amazing singers and songwriters and musicians in my life, because that would be sad. Let's play another track, shall we? This comes to us from Indie, who we heard from recently. They say, hello Pete and everyone listening right now, you're about to hear my first song I ever made. I re-recorded it and is now much better than my first version from years ago. Enjoy. And this is amazing because you'd be aware, if you've been watching the show for a while, of Moonlight Thief, an amazing group out of Germany, I believe. And this is a song featuring Moonlight Thief. This is Indie and Dead Man Walking here on Your Music Live.
I once spoke to death himself, and he told me my time has come, an empty body I shall be. When he claims my soul,
there with indie, and yeah, like so much grit in there. Yet the juxtaposition, no, the contrast with the clean vocals, and there's a really nice simple pad underneath there as well. So you got the jangly, crunchy guitars, you got the amazing vocals, and you got some very cool production there. Simple, it's clean yet dirty at the same time, which is hard to do. Really, really good production, I know. And at the time, so I interviewed, and I'm so sorry, I've forgotten her name, from Moonlight Thief, and I interviewed her about 3 years ago. She was, I think, 15 at the time, so she'd be 18 now, and my goodness, does she have some amazing pipes and ability to sing. Very cool stuff there from Indie and Moonlight Thief. Check those out in the description. Hey, if you're just joining us, and you're not sure how this whole thing works, you've probably figured it out already, that we play about 1 to 2 minutes of each song. You get to kind of sample it, but the good news is that down in the description, all of the tracks are there. So you watch Your Music Live, you listen to Your Music Live, and then afterwards you can go and discover and follow and subscribe to and listen to the whole songs and leave comments and do all that cool stuff. So I'm kind of the gateway into the world of independent creators, and then your job is to go and follow through. And check out people like PA. PA is back, and she says, Bertolt Brecht once said, suppose they gave a war and nobody came. This is version 1 of 3. The German version, English and Turkish will follow soon. Stay tuned. Hashtag stop war, hashtag stop motion. Intriguing. If you know PA, pronounce it alternative. Amazing creator, amazing musician, and just got so much passion and brings her humanity. There's a bit of a theme today, isn't there? A bit of humanity to the world. So let's give this one a spin. This is Freedom Speech on Your Music Live.
Es gibt so viele Kämpfer und einer davon bin ich. Ich kämpfe für den Frieden, den du in mir zerbrichst. Ich bin geboren in einem Land, wo sie mich nicht haben wollten. Doch nun spreche ich ihre Sprache, spür dir meine harten Worte. Was darf ein Mensch, was darf er nicht? Verliert Politik das Gleichgewicht? Wer ist schön und was ist schlicht? Wer hat ne Fahne und wer nicht? Ländergrenzen handgemacht, grenzen alle Menschen ab. Geld regiert mit Gier und Macht, so stürzen alle in die Nacht. Ländergrenzen handgemacht, grenzen alle Menschen ab. Geld regiert mit Gier und Macht, so stürzen alle in die Nacht. Braune Augen, dunkles Haar, Orientkind wie ein Barbar. Blond und große blaue Augen, Adelskenner, Hundehaufen. Zeug mit großen, langen Locken, Geldmacher, Menschenhasser. Mann, wie lange geht das noch? Mann, wie lange geht das noch? Ländergrenzen handgemacht, grenzen alle Menschen ab. Geld regiert mit Gier und Macht, so stürzen alle in die Nacht. Ländergrenzen handgemacht, grenzen alle Menschen ab. Geld regiert mit Gier und Macht, so stürzen alle in die Nacht. So stürzen alle in die Nacht.
How cool is PA? Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Even when it's in German, I'm all about it. So looking forward to the English version as well. But there's a little sneak peek, and a sentiment I can get behind, because there is so much wastage going on in the world right now around all the conflict that's happening. I know we're not here to talk about it, but we are here to acknowledge people and the hard work of people, and shining the light on some things that maybe some people don't know about or don't think about. So very cool stuff. Very powerful track from PA there. Yes, pronounce it alternative, out of Germany, singing in her native tongue. Did you notice that just accidentally we just had 3 amazing female vocalists to open the show today? And, you know, across the world, we traveled through Europe and the US and through into Germany. And yeah, it's amazing. The reach that we have, the ability that we live in the future, folks. I say it all the time. Let's take a little step back and go a little smooth here. Hands up who likes a little bit of old school smooth doo-wop sound. Well, that's what we got from our next artist. This is Brandon Todd, who says Honeymoon Fever is a song inspired inspired by a lot of different soul songs from the 1960s. It was a phrase I thought of last year to represent the path of love people go through, which is the honeymoon phase, or as I call it, honeymoon fever. Enjoy. Brandon Todd here on Your Music Live.
You're so sweet, like a honeybee. You're so sweet, like a tangerine. You're so sweet, like 100 billion of those dreams I had. Yeah, every time I see you around, I catch your love, girl. I catch a small cold from you. Honey, sweetheart, when it rains, I'm falling back to you, sweetheart, and the things you got me wanting to, sweetheart, darling, I'm wanting you, and there's nothing more I can do. Yes, every time I'm thinking I'm down, you got me up, girl, you call me up, blowing honeymoon.
I ask you folks, what radio station in the world do you go from German angry industrial pop rock to doo-wop 60s style? It just doesn't happen. But we celebrate it all here. We celebrate the entire catalogue. And yeah, how cool was that? Just really nice, laid-back groove. If you're not nodding your head and clicking along to that one, something's definitely wrong. Very cool stuff. Indeed, nostalgic for sure. The 60s doo-wop things going on. Hello, Jerry Gomes. Hello, Tremor Bear. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having fun here today. If you are, thumbs up, because the sun's up. At least it is here. It may not be in your part of the world because we're everywhere, man. It is afternoon on the West Coast, evening on the East Coast of the US, late night for our UK and European friends, and 'tis the morning, very early morning here for us in Australia, which is where I'm based. Gonna play one more tune. Then I'm going to tell you a little something about DistroKid, who are our wonderful major sponsors here. Moths are back. Moths on Leaves, the band that I hate to say because when you have a lisp, the word moths is very hard to say. So MOL are back. And that's all they got to say about that. But you know that MOL are a great band because all you have to do is scroll down, and when it says this, provided to YouTube by DistroKid, you know you're on a winner, and we'll talk about DistroKid in a moment. But for now, this is a new song from MOL. It's called She, here on Your Music Live.
Draw nearer than they ought to be. Expression is puzzled but buzzing and bending away. She's writing my letter, it goes on forever but never done. The pages drift.
Such a clean sound. Yeah, a little bit of a 70s vibe. Just really clean. The piano, the guitars, the drums, and wonderful harmonious vocals in that one too. I'm impressed. I've always loved what John does. That's John W. Adams, who we've heard some of his independent original stuff. But yeah, Moths on Leaves, really cool stuff. And they get that out there to the world. You can go find that. Just search MOL and She on any platform you like, and you're going to find it. And that is because John W. Adams and MOL are smart enough to use DistroKid to release their music. And yes, if you're not familiar with DistroKid, guess what? You can sign up to DistroKid right now and save yourself 7% off your first year on any of the DistroKid plans. And you can release an unlimited amount of music too. All the places. We're talking Apple Music. We're talking Amazon Music, YouTube Music. There's all sorts of Snapchat's in here. And TikTok is here. And I know not all of us are young and hip and cool enough to hang out on TikTok. But here's the thing. TikTok's a bit like Facebook or Instagram. It is what you make it. And yes, as much as there are just things that you'd be like, I don't want to watch people lip syncing and dancing, there's actually some cool things on there. And did you know that you can not only release your music to TikTok, you can see the little TikTok logo next to all of my releases here. Not only can you get your music out there to TikTok and put your music out there for people to use in their TikToks, you can actually get an official TikTok artist account. Yeah, DistroKid have partnered up with TikTok, and I'll be exploring this in the coming days because I want to prove to myself I'm someone who doesn't like to just sit back and go, that's not for me. I'm going to get in there and get my hands dirty and find out for myself. So if you come in here and you go to the the special access, not only do we have Spotify for artists, Apple Music for artists, YouTube artist channels, there's this one, the TikTok artist account. So you can actually get exclusive access to a TikTok artist page for your music, which means that you've got access to a bunch of features. And guess what? DistroKid, the only distributor that has this access, that has this do with TikTok. So jump in and check it out. I know a lot of people say, well, I don't really release music in that traditional way anymore. DistroKid is showing that they're actually giving you all the traditional ways to put your music out there for people to buy and to stream, but they're actually giving you some extra stuff as well. So we thank DistroKid for keeping with the times, man. I'm not cool enough to keep up with the times, but all I need to do is log into my DistroKid and I find new platforms that I didn't even know existed that they're sharing my music to. So go and check out DistroKid right now. Michael, aka Zedland Band's up next. We're going to jump over to Canada for the first time in the show. This is a track. And he says, hey, Pete, let's do The Dance of Life. Always intriguing, always awesome. Zedland Band, let's get those Zeds flying for this one.
Did you see that the sun is turning blue? They say it has a broken heart, if the rumors are true. And Tracy thinks I'm crazy to believe that if Adam hadn't bitten the apple, we wouldn't have been conceived. Take your pick. It's either right or wrong. No in-betweens in this dance of life. Choose your side where you belong. No in-betweens in this dance of life.
Zedland for the win. Michael always doing something different, always experimenting, always trying things out, and Dance of Life there. And yeah, I couldn't not get the Looney Tunes. Who's with me? Who watched way too many Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck cartoons back in the day? G'day, Hypnotic Transmissions. Hello to Mike and Dawn. Tom Caraher, it's our mate Papa Tom. It's Doug Kidder in the house. Hello to all of the cool folks who have decided to drop on by. And sorry, your internet is out, no iPad. Don't forget you can tether. Don't forget your tethering on your phone. If your internet's out, set your personal hotspot, because I couldn't live without my computers and my iPads. And when our internet goes out, it's like, right, phone, it's your time to shine. Everything's going to be tethered to you. Hello, Michael Thompson and Barry Glenn as well. If I haven't said hello to you, I'm sorry. There's too many folks to keep up a conversation, but that doesn't mean you can't chat amongst yourselves. Let's play one more tune, and then we're going to do our Play My Fire beat, which is a way of giving back. If you haven't got a song on this week's show, you can join in. I'll give you a code word in just a jiffy, and you can put the code word in, and if you are the lucky one that's drawn at random, you get to choose a song to play here on the show. Before that, let's play this one from Tape Rewind. They say experimental electronic music, and they got a picture of this, so you got something cool here. I'm always scared whenever I see anything like outboard gear, analog gear, because I don't know how to use it, but other people do. This is X256 here on Your Music Live. And that's all they got to say about that. How cool is that? It's almost designed specifically for Your Music Live when something's 1 minute and 30 seconds. It's like, you want a whole song played on YML? Guess what? Make it a minute and a half, and we're going to do it. We're going to play the whole thing. That's all you got to do. Yeah, how cool was that? I love it. I love it when people just try things. Why don't just experiment? You never know what's going to happen if you experiment, right? Too many people are too scared to just do something and put yourself out there. And you can create cool stuff like that. Maybe I need to get myself some analog synth gear. Maybe I need to be plugging plugs into other plugs. I would probably blow it up. I wouldn't know how to do it. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate the synth sounds of awesomeness, and let's make that our code word for the first half here. Let's go hashtag synth. Yes, something I don't understand. I use synths from time to time as like pads or beds or just sounds and experimenting with stuff when I'm doing demos, but I don't know about them. I don't know. I wouldn't know a square wave from a smooth wave from a round wave if it bit me in the face. So, Conan Drum Band, you know the drill. Jerry Gomes as well. Michael Thompson. This is where we find out who's actually here. We got ourselves a bright example. We got ourselves a Kronk song. We got all sorts of cool people hanging out here today. Some people just like to sit back and lurk for a little while. So I'll let you go ahead and get your entries in with the hashtag synth. While we play this one, this is from Dr. Phil Good, which is just awesome. I love the names you folks use. It really makes me smile and laugh. Dr. Phil Good. And no, that's not an endorsement, because Dr. Phil, Not good. Anyway, Dr. Feelgood says, hey there, instrumental composer and Studio One professional user, all MIDI with some DI guitar work, was shooting for something funky and syncopated with a little pop feel. Title came from lyrics and a vocal that got dropped when disagreements arose around a paid remix or master. Oh no. Yeah, sometimes people don't play nicely when you collaborate. Not around here. We have great collaborators, but I hear you. This is Dr. Feelgood, and this is Forbidden Fruit. Oh, yeah. How good is that? That is some great sounds. Excellent sound selection. It's something that we don't talk about a lot, but especially when you're doing instrumental music, your selection of the different sounds and patches that you use, yeah, it's so cool. Like, it just works really well and really nicely mixed. The stereo space was great. It just felt balanced. It felt groovy. It's the sort of music that it's like effortless. It don't require effort to listen to it because it is so groovy. It is so in the pocket. Yeah, and 1,000 times better than Dr. Phil. Can I do a Dr. Phil? It's like, I'm getting down to that groovy, funky sound. Don't get your kids vaccinated because they won't be around. Right, is he one of those guys? I don't know. I just know that he's bad. Yeah, very cool groove there. Sorry, Dr. Phil. But you did call yourself Dr. Feelgood, so yeah, you kind of brought it on. You know what we could do, though? To make up for my terrible impression, let's do our draw. This could be the grooviest, funkiest draw that we've ever had before. Let's do it. All right. You know when you want to win a free play on Studio Live today? All you gotta do is know that code word, baby. Throw it in the chat, and you could be winner like Wild Rose CC. Oh yeah, Wild Rose CC. Congratulations. Good to see you. You have a song on the show, but guess what? Why not have two? Yeah, see, we're open to everyone. Even if you got a song on the show, yeah, go ahead and enter. You never know. Well, you can pay it forward. There you go. You can ask for a redraw, or you can pay it forward, Wild Rose CC, or you can choose something from your back catalogue and let us know what you'd like to play. So I'll leave that choice up to you. Give it to someone else. Are you sure? Can you please give a thumbs up in the chat again, Wild Rose, if you would like me to redraw, and I will redraw. That would be very, very chivalrous. Is that the word? That would be very kind of you. If you've got a song and there's nothing that you wanted to play, we'll do it. There you go. All right. Guess what? We get to do it again. Oh, has it changed the song? It's changed to a new song. We better go back. Yeah, let's more Forbidden Fruit as we draw it again. Here we go. Are you ready for this? We get to do another draw because Wild Rose CC is such a cool person. She's paying it forward in all the best ways. Barry Glenn is our new winner. He says a noble gesture, and he's a noble gentleman. He gets to choose a song. Okay, I'm going to stop now. That was fun. I like doing it twice. We should do that more often. No, not really. Thank you. Thank you to Wild Rose CC and Barry Glenn. Wonderful winner. There you go. We can get some Glens. I don't think we had any Glens on the show, did we? So we can get ourselves a little taste of Glens. And I know that Joe and Barry have been grappling with Logic Pro during the week, and I've been trying to help, but not been much help with their challenges. So yeah, let's have something from your catalogue, old, new. You choose, Barry, and we will play that up next. Let's give this one a spin while we wait for that. It's our mate Raul Nieves. I relocate him every week. Sometimes I say he's in Greece. Sometimes I say he's in the US. I believe he's actually in Mallorca, which is in Spain, I'm told, by people who know. He says, hello, Pete. First of all, thanks for all your support. We appreciate it. Well, thank you for accepting my terrible geography. We've been busy writing songs, and this is one of our latest. It's called Contando Nubes, Counting Clouds, a story of heartbreak and starting over. Hope you guys enjoy it. Cheers from Raul. Let's give this one a spin here on your Music Live. Very cool stuff there from Raul and the gang over there at Los Hombres Sin Ley. I know, how cool is it? We've had German, we've had Spanish, we've had English, we've had instrumentals. Doesn't matter what you put with your music, as long as it's cool. Yeah, a bit of a Latin hotness there from Raul and the gang. Good stuff indeed. So, hello, g'day to Paul O'Farrell. It must be about the middle of the night or early morning for you over there, mate. Hope you are doing well. Barry, we had a bit of a thing with the Play My Fire beat. Wild Rose CC wins it. Handballs it to Barry. Barry's running into goal, but at the last second, he handballs it to the side to give it to Don Clark, who's going to drop a drop punt straight through the middle of the big sticks. So we're going to play this one. This is Tell the World. Don Clark is an amazing musician out of South Africa. We played him as my Pete's pick because Joe and Barry told me to, and I don't mess around when Joe and Barry tell me to do something about cool music. And now we're going to hear another of his tunes. This one's called Tell the World here on your Music Live. made that happen, Wild Rose CC. See, you did it. Well done. Yeah, great choice. A really catchy tune. It's got a bit of a like a UB40 or a Paul Simon around sort of Graceland period vibe to it. Almost a bit Jimmy Buffett as well. But yeah, really cool. Really cool stuff there from Don Clark. And if you'd like to go and follow Don and subscribe like I'm about to do, apparently I hadn't already subscribed, thought I had. Just the way it rolls sometimes. Yeah, go and do that because I've added it to the description. If you're not seeing the playlist in the description, you might just need a little refresh. So if you're on your device, the easiest way on your phone or your iPad is to kind of just go backwards, forwards. I find to refresh it. And if you're on a browser, just go up the top there and hit that refresh button, or just go to the menu bar and hit it again. And to make sure that you're aligned with our live show, make sure there's a little red live button that says live. If it says it in time, just hit the live button and it'll fast forward you back so that you're going to be here live. Good stuff. We'll have another Play My Fire beat in the second half. That's coming up soon. Also got some under the covers. Got some great cover songs this week. In fact, we've got our featured artist to reveal a Pete's Pick. It's going to be an absolute blast of a show, so don't nobody go nowhere. Next up, we got Bill Burke. He calls himself Bill's Garage Band. There you go. Finally got around to doing my first original song recorded on GarageBand after years of doing covers. See the rest of my SoundCloud. I wrote Fair Spoken Man about 30 years ago while reading Melville, so it could be named Ballad of Billy Budd. Very cool. Well, let's dive on over and check out Bill's Garage Band and Fair Spoken Man.
Of the king was never in his plan. What does the future hold on the sea of tales untold, or in the eyes of his fellow man? Oh, Billy, beware the too fast-spoken man. Oh, Billy, you got to know where you stand. Treachery was in his midst like a dread disease. No reason to suspect the men he gave respect. Claggett's ill intent he would never see. Oh, Billy, beware the too fast-spoken.
How cool is that? Bill's Garage Band, Fair Spoken Man. Had that real kind of 70s, 80s, almost yacht rocky kind of feel there. Chris Christopherson vibes. Love those harmonies and yeah, really good. Really well put together song. Another one of those sort of songs that, my job really is to listen to the mixing and listen to the sounds. And I didn't because I was just into it. You would have seen the sway going. When you get that sort of sway going, it means that Johnson's not really listening for the details. He's just enjoying the song. Really, really cool stuff there from Bill's Garage Band, Bill Burke. Very cool stuff. Let's see, how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 songs to play before our midpoint where all the action happens, but let's not devalue these because we got 5 amazing independent artists, including Paul Philip Moroney. Track 7 of my debut album, In Reality, I Cared More Than You Knew. Paul Philip Moroney's been creating some great songs, and this whole album has been fire. And here's another track from it here on Your Music Live.
I believed your promises, only to be betrayed, and learned the hard way of a trust misplaced. You built a shrine of you and stored it in my mind. felt safe at the time, but it got locked inside. I couldn't have known at the time, but how wrong was I? Trusting in a love that was nothing but lies. How wrong was I? I wish I had known at the time. Yet sometimes you still come to mind. When I close my eyes, another piece taken from me. As time goes by, another piece of my history gets lost in time. When I close my eyes, you held me close but never let me. I'm left wondering what could have been. Shrine of you lingered in my mind. Once a sanctuary, now confined. I couldn't have known at the time, but how wrong was I? Trusting in a love that was nothing but lies. How wrong was I? I wish I had known at the time. Yet sometimes you still come to mind.
Paul Philip Moroney there. The vocal processing on that one, it's got the kind of whispering sides to the sound there. Yeah, very Peter Cetera, exactly. If you don't know Peter Cetera, just think Karate Kid. I am a man who will fight for... Yeah, that sort of vibes on the vocal. Really cool stuff there from Paul Philip Moroney. And that album, if you listen through, yeah, very, very nicely done. Some good tunes on there. Sandy, yeah, it's Sandy, isn't it? It's got some texture to it, doesn't it? Interesting stuff. Hello to the Metal Head Hippie, Jeff. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Thanks for dropping on by. If you don't know the Metal Head Hippie, he does his own brand of playing your music. So if you're looking for other places that are going to support you, that are going to support independent music and music creators, and he's called the Metalhead Hippie, but trust me, you don't have to play metal to send music to Jeff to play. He plays all sorts of music on his show as well. It's the same with Thomas Christ. He has a show called You Rock, and it doesn't have to be a rock song. I mean, it can be. It can be metal, it can be rock, but, you know, I've sent some folk songs, I've sent some punk songs to both those guys, and they've played them as well. So there's more places where you can share your music around this great community of ours. Next up, we have Paul O'Farrell, who's here at 2:30 a.m. dialing in. He says, another track from the remastered Renaissance album. This is the track you took and listened to me before, Pete. Cool. The protagonist imagines if he gets rich and famous, becomes a big star, he might just win over his love, but he'll never get so big that she can't knock him down. The video features things being knocked down, beginning with Nelson's Pillar, which stood in O'Connell Street, Dublin, from 1809 until it was knocked down in 1966. The Millennium Spire, featured at the end of the video, was erected on the pillar's site around the time this track was originally recorded. Cool little backstory. I love it. Let's give this one a spin. Knock Me Down. Paul O'Farrell, your music live.
Sad, sad song. It'll make you feel so bad for a long time. Radio, I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna go far. I'll go farther than you will ever go. I'm gonna be a star. I'll go so far that you'll never know. I couldn't get far enough away from you. I'll never get big enough to say with truth, you can't knock me down. You can't knock me down.
had to see the implosion, and a little bit of a sweet solo work there from Paul. Very nicely done. Creative video and cool tune. Thank you for sharing that one. You can check out the full version down in the description. Yes, definitely not AI, although some of the locations may be a little bit green screen. Who would do that? Who would use technology to make their background look a little bit cooler than it probably should? You don't want to see my bedroom, the corner of my bed, especially not right now. It is not tidy. It is not tidy at all. Yeah, some good love coming in for that one from all the wonderful folks here. If you're having fun here today, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Because next up we got an amazing artist, someone who has a cool name and plays cool music. It's Adam Korn. Yeah. And Adam Korn has a song called Boondoggle. And he says, a cautionary tale about corporate boondoggles, conferences and meetings that are really just excuses to drink and party on the company's dime, and the damage they can do to your liver and all-round psyche. Recorded and mixed in GarageBand Mac OS. I've never heard the term boondoggle, but I've definitely witnessed and been part of many boondoggles. Not since I am my own business, funnily enough. Studio Live today don't fund me to go on any sort of weird work junkets, funnily enough. But I guess, when I went to the US, that was kind of funded, sort of, by my work. Anyway, this is Boondoggle. This is Adam Korn. This is Your Music Live.
Boondoggle, I'll follow you down. Keep serving up suffering, keep pushing for nothing. A plethora of platitudes, a best of bad attitudes, a season, a reason to drown. Boondoggle, you don't mess around. From pancakes to pin-ups, no pent-up demand. From push-ups to chin-ups, we sweat while we can. From servant to hell-bent on forming a plan. The apple fell far from the tree in the end. Tree in the end. Boondoggle, I'll follow you down. Keep serving up suffering, keep pushing for nothing. A plethora of platitudes, a best of bad attitudes, a season, a reason to drown. Boondoggle, you don't mess around. Through mentors and sensors and centaurs and snakes, flew halfway across for a center cut plate. Attacked and fermented, lamenting my state. In new shit on top of the same shitty cake. The same shitty cake.
Boondoggle there, Adam Korn. That was cool, Adam. I really dig it. Love the interesting theme and topic of that one, and really well put together song. Great stuff indeed. Whilst busily destroying their livers. Yeah, it's look, again, I've been on a lot of those work. They're like bonding exercises, team building exercise, and then you go out and get way pissed with all your work colleagues. And look, yes, there's parts of it that are good, like forming some bonds and getting to know your work colleagues a bit better. But yeah, some of it is so wasteful. And I used to work for a private energy company, and let's just say that they had a decent budget for those sort of things. My poor wife has worked for the government for 30 years, and she has to buy her own Christmas lunch. Like, literally, there's nothing free, because people are like, hey, I pay your wages, I pay your salary, I can't pay for you to have a Christmas lunch once a year. Meanwhile, in the private sector, they sure can. And they sure do. It's one of those what's the only thing better than a standard is a double standard. Yeah. So, yes, we pay giant power bills so that employees of electricity companies can go and have schmoozy lunches. But we pay our taxes and we're like, you better not spend 1 cent of that on, keeping your staff happy and engaged. Anyway, quiet. Daddy's on his high horse. So let's jump down and play some more tunes, shall we? This is from Three-Legged Animals. They say this was recorded in GarageBand. I think the title says it all. The title is Revolution, and we're going to give it a spin right here, right now. Your Music Live.
So let's come to this. Take from the poor and give to the rich. A government of clowns. Keep it up and we'll take you down. You better watch what you say. Better watch what you do. There's a revolution coming. We're coming after you. There'll be nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. There's a revolution coming. We're coming after you. We're coming after you. The arrogance and lies fuel the fire of your demise. Taking people's rights. We're gonna stand up and fight. You better watch what you say. Better watch what you do. There's a revolution coming. We're coming after you. There'll be nowhere to run.
How good is that? Yeah. If you're not bopping your head to that, you might want to check your neck and make sure it can still work, because very cool stuff. Revolution, Three-Legged Animals there. Yes, indeed, some deadly riffage going on in that one. In America, we don't have that fun anymore. We only get 30 minutes here for lunch. Yeah, and look, I know it's depends where you work and the sort of job you do. Moses says, wait, you guys get lunches? You don't work for Amazon, do you, Moses? Do you have to pee in a bottle? I mean, it's okay. We're in a safe space here. Do they make you pee in it? No. Sorry, Amazon, I love you. One of my business daddies, as Stephen would say. John Oliver. Stephen Oliver? John Oliver. Yeah, I know. It's rough when... I was talking to someone, not to go off on a tangent, but I will. Talking to someone, because I did a video about Facebook and about how Facebook is good. I don't love Facebook. I don't love Meta. I'm not, I get it. It's big, billionaire, evil corporation, whatever. But I use it. I utilize it. And then someone called me out on it. And I was like, yeah, I agree. And if you chose not to use it, I get it. And if you choose not to use Amazon because of some of their practices, I get it. And if, like me, you choose to not use Twitter anymore because you refuse to call it X, I get it. Which is why, it's good that we all have choices. And you have chosen to hang out with me and listen to music. So why don't I zip it and get back to playing some tunes? This one comes to us from Gabo Beg, and they say that this is my first song in English, and it is called Keep the Fire Burning. Let's burn it up here on Your Music Live.
In life, it's not about what you possess, but the friendships you nurture and bless. Riches are in hearts that you keep, in sincere bonds and feelings so deep. Every mistake is a lesson on your way, a brick in the wall as you learn and sway. Each stumble is part of your destined feat, a stretch that helps you grow and complete. In life, keep the fire burning bright. Rise again, coming strong after each fight. Against all odds, value yourself for who you are, not for what others see from afar. Be yourself, though it may hurt their pride. Don't conform to what they provide. Do not do to others what you wouldn't want done. Cultivate respect and empathy for everyone. Build bridges, don't raise walls high. Actions in life speak louder than words, don't deny.
Gabo Beg, probably mispronouncing their nice smooth sound on that one. Here's the challenge I have, folks. I heard that the first time, and because of the production of the vocals, I was like, is that an AI vocal? And then I'm like, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt here because they submitted it as their song. And I'm like, it's so hard now because there's so many folks using so much AI for their music that I'm triggered now. I'm like extra protective and I'm like, oh, I don't know now. Is it Suno and Sunio and Udio and stuff? Like it does make life difficult. But yeah, so no offense meant at all there, but it's like as soon as I hear like an auto, you know, when you play the AI music and it has that auto-tuned vocal with a little bit of kind of background to it, yeah, it kind of sounds like that. Exactly, and that's the thing. But folks are just using auto-tune in vocal production, and I'm like, oh yeah, because it sounds like it. It sounds, but anyway. So yeah, so just so you know, if you are going to use AI with your stuff, at least put it in the description and let me know, and I will make sure that I do it. Yeah, and yeah, just disclose it. That's all. But yeah, that was cool. And if you want to go and check that one out, jump on over and subscribe, like I've done there, to Gabo Beg, and we'd love to hear some of your other tunes here, because yeah, we accept all languages. So very cool stuff. Alrighty, let us play something a bit different and a bit cool. And we're going to grab this because I've just uploaded it. This is my pick for the week, and I'm going to play it for you. And this was something that happened yesterday, and I didn't know about this till Jade mentioned it on her show. And there was a country fest. G-May is Camp G-May does all sorts of videos and YouTube things, and they did something called Country Fest yesterday, and our friend and moderator of the channel and all-round wonderful creator Leela, Rise of Dark Leela, performed on there, and I happened to just catch it right at the right time, and she did a very cool cover of a Carrie Underwood tune. I'd never heard it before. I only know Carrie Underwood because she's Mike Fisher's wife, who's a hockey player. I know, I'm weird. But we're going to give this one a spin here. If you didn't catch it, you can go and catch the whole replay of it. Jade played on it. Brad played on it. A bunch of cool folks did. I've just uploaded this to my channel just to make it easier to play here. But here's my pick for the week. Something a bit fun here from The Rise of Dark Leela.
Version, Before He Cheats. Another angry song for the ladies. Slow dancing with the bleached blonde tramp, and she's probably getting frisky. Right now, he's probably buying her some fruity little drink, cause she can't shoot whiskey. Right now, he's probably up behind her with a pool stick, showing her how to shoot a combo. And he don't know that I've dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive. Carved my name into his leather seats. I took a Louisville slugger to both headlights, slashed a hole in all four tires. Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats.
How cool is that? Yes, The Rise of Dark Leela. Go and check it out. She really was well, I didn't see all of the artists perform, but Leela absolutely crushed it. You can tell she's got those live performance chops and brought it to the table with that performance. Very cool stuff indeed. Who did I see here? We had the artist that we just played, Gabo Beg. Now, this is where you get to tell me how poorly I pronounced your name. So yeah, feel free to when you submit your next song, phonetic spelling, and I'll read it out again because as people around here know, I do poorly with my pronunciation. But yeah, how good was that from Leela? Yeah, look, you even brought Kim out of the lurk mode to say how good that was. So go and check it out. She did a few different songs, and the whole thing. I don't have the link because I'm unprepared, but I'm sure if you type Camp Gmay GMAY, it'll be the latest video there on replay. And the quality wasn't fab because I was literally just streaming it on my phone and just screen capped it. But then I was at least able to fix the StreamYard problem where the audio's out of sync by about 5 frames. So you got a slightly poorer quality video, but in sync video and audio. So there you go. All right, we are about to reveal our featured artist, and this is someone who I can't believe. I can't believe it so much that I may have made a mistake and featured them before anyway. But this is an artist that we haven't featured as far as I know. They are a mainstay of the community. They are a member of Songwriters Anonymous, and that's a group that work together and help each other become better songwriters and produce their best music. So right after my own heart and right in the sort of stuff that we want to do around here on Studio Live today. Wonderful musician, collaborator, always bringing people together, and a lot of you will just call him Papa because he's Papa Tom Carrera. Yeah, how about some pre-applause for Papa Tom? And I'm going to play one of my favourite Papa Tom songs right now as our featured artist song, and then Papa Tom's got something brand spanking new for you, which we're going to close out the show with, and you got that to look forward to. But for now, I'm going to play one of my faves from Papa Tom, Tom Carrera, Don't Even Think About It, here on Your Music Live, our featured artist.
I see a blue sky rising on this summer day, and the clouds are forming just to tell me, hey, lift your head up and open your eyes. Step out of your funk and forget those lies. Remember, this is real, the way I feel. You know it doesn't feel right, something must be wrong. It's why I'm putting this down in a song. I'm telling you straight that it'll be okay. And someday look back and remember this day with you. Yeah. Hey, yeah, I've got you. You got me.
Cool is that from Tom Carragher. Very, very cool stuff. What a groove there from Tom, and what a cool dude. When I grow up, I want to be Papa Tom. You can call me Papa Pete, except that would be a bit weird and creepy. I'm like, I'm a Papa too now. Tom Carragher, really, really cool stuff. Thank you for being such an amazing creator, such an amazing... I know I say this every week about our featured artists, but I pick featured artists based on amazing musicians, but they're all great people too. And I think that is as, if not more important than the quality of the music. Thank you to Jeff, the Metalhead Hippie. He's off to set up for his show. So you can back to back. I'm pretty sure your show's still after this one. You can go and check out, the Metalhead Hippie show. He does, 12 to 13 hours, 4 times a week, something like that. Very cool indeed. That is what should be required when uploading music to DistroKid to prove it's not AI, right? You have to have a video of you physically singing and playing the music. No, because look, I don't care about. We'll go off on tangents if we have enough time later. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with a little help. I'm not like, oh no one should ever remix, no one should use loops, no one should use samples, no one should ever use AI for anything, because I'd be a giant hypocrite. I use an AI drummer, basically, for a lot of my songwriting. So yeah, and I've used loops and I've used samples. So yeah, it's just the difference between, okay, I'll go off on a small tangent, the difference between finding a cool loop and then building a song around it as a human versus typing in, because if Tom could have said groovy, jazzy song about blah, and then it gets spits out by a machine, and then he just says, here's my new song, that's very different from, hey, I found this really cool hook, and I'm going to grab that, I'm going to reverse it, I'm going to chop it, I'm going to use it, and yeah. It's still creative, right? It's not creative. The fact that we have a whole new area of prompt engineer as a career, yeah, it worries me. But anyway, we'll talk about that another time. Let's dive under the covers. You know what I do when I'm feeling down about AI? I listen to some Jonathan Linton, because he's the real deal, baby. And he's got a cover of a very cool tune here, a classic 80s tune. I think you're going to see what it is here. He's back, Jonathan Linton, with a little Ghost Bustin' here on Your Music Live.
Something's changed in neighborhood. We can call Ghostbusters. It's something weird and it don't look good. Who can you call? Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid no ghosts. I ain't afraid no ghosts. You're seeing things run through your head. Who can you call? Ghostbusters. That visible man spinning your bed. Who you can call? Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid no ghosts. I ain't afraid no ghosts. Who you can call? Ghostbusters. If you're all alone, pick up the phone and call Ghostbusters. I ain't afraid no ghost. I hear he likes girls. I ain't afraid no ghost.
Yeah. Jonathan Mother-loving Linton there with some ghost busting action. How much would you love to go see a Jolin show? Jaylin? No, I'm not going to make it happen, am I? Really cool stuff there from Jonathan Linton, bringing us some cool cover flair. He really does take cover songs. Here's the key to a cover. Like, yeah, look, sometimes you want to take it into completely new and different directions, and sometimes you just want to give it a little bit of your own flair and feel, and that's what Jonathan does extremely well there. Great stuff indeed. We got ourselves some more cover songs. How about The Secret Legacy. I think Costa's here. I think you said you had the day off to celebrate 2 years of YML submission. Here is what was supposed to be my first ever track, a cover of an amazing Australian song by a band called The Church. I love me, The Church. Thanks again to all the live presenters for your education and support and giving me an opportunity to have an audience for my music. It does bring me happiness to get all these ideas out of my head. Please play from about 46 seconds. You'll get a verse, chorus, and a middle break. Let's cue this one up here to the 46-second mark for Costa. He says, I recorded this last week acoustically just for your show. Please enjoy. Regards from Costa. Well, I appreciate it, my friend. And just for your show. And then he's like, I recorded another version just for Thomas Crush. No, not true. Let's give it a spin. This is a great song. My daughter sang this for choir recently, and it reignited my love of The Church and this particular song. So it's Under the Milky Way, Secret Legacy here on Your Music Live.
Lower the curtain down on Memphis. Lower the curtain down, alright. I've got no time for private consultation under the Milky Way tonight. Wish I knew what you were looking for. Might have known what you would find. And it's something quite peculiar. Something shimmering and white. Lead you here, despite your destination, under the Milky Way tonight. Wish I knew what you were.
Sometimes all you need is your voice, your guitar. Stick a camera up and play and enjoy it. Yeah, there you go. You got Wild Rose CC wants to do some harmonies on that one. Good stuff there from our friend Costa. And you can check out the full version of that one over on the channel. I'm going to give that one a like over on the tube of you. Good stuff there from Costa. And good to have you here in the community. I know Costa started collaborating with other artists. He's definitely dived headfirst into the community, and it's cool to have all of you here. But yeah, we were a bit lacking in Australians, to be honest. Yeah, now we are flush with Aussies. Which is a good thing. Again, I don't care where you're from. That's the beauty of the internet is you can be from wherever. You don't have to. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter who you are. Diversity for the win. Let's play our next tune. This is the winner of our Play by Fire beat. Already had a song on the show, so that's why she handballed it over and paid it forward, and we did the redraw. We'll do another one of those in just a jiffy, so hang tight for that one. But Wild Rose CC says, I wanted to do a cover without much GB frill and more focused on improving my guitar recording and vocals. I love Jethro Tull, and this has always been a favourite. Also included home and personal video clips. Who doesn't love a fur baby? Again, I sincerely thank you, Pete, for your kind and generous heart in helping all of us achieve our goals. CC from Northern California. Well, thank you, CC. Always wonderful when I see you pop up in the shows, and someone we don't hear from often, but when we do, it's always cool. So let's give this one a spin. Who doesn't love a doggo? And we got Doggo in this video. So you're going to get double treat here. This is Life's a Love Song, Jethro Tull cover, Wild Rose CC, Your Music Live.
When you're falling awake and you take stock of the new day, and you hear your voice croak as you choke on what you need to say. Well, don't you fret, don't you fear, I I will give you good cheer. Life's a long song. Life's a long song. Life's a long song. If you wait, then you'll play. I will fail. As the verses unfold and your soul, it suffers a long day. And the 12 o'clock moon spins the room. You struggle on your way. Well, don't you sigh, don't you cry. Lick the dust from your eye. Life's a long song. Life's a long song. Life's a long song. We will meet in the sweet light of dawn. As the Baker Street train spills.
Oh, you have me at doggo. But yeah, Scotty, a golden doodle. How cute. And yeah, gotta love a dog. Oh, look at him go. Very smart doggo. Oh, look at that. Sorry, I'm distracted now. I'll have to turn on the video. I'll watch the whole thing afterwards again. But yeah, cool stuff there. Exactly. Not that I was distracted by the puppy and I didn't really pay attention to the music, but I'm definitely going to have to listen to it a couple more times. Maybe with the video off so that I'm not just looking at Scotty the whole time. But it was perfect. It worked so well with the song. Great stuff there. Indeed, from Wild Road CC. So that's our covers. Did you enjoy that? That was some great covers this week, I've got to tell you. Some weeks we don't really get one or two covers. Always great to get at least a handful of cover songs to play for you. What do we got to go here? We've got good 15 odd songs. We've got 40 odd minutes to do it. We'll probably go over time. We usually do. We're going to do another Play My Fire beat in a minute. I'm going to tell you a little more about Distro Kid in a minute as well. But before that, we're going to hear from our mate Michael Thompson. Because, yes, Michael Thompson is back. The song is called How Did That Happen? And he says, "Hi, Pete, here's the latest track from my Songs from a Red Sky album called How Did That Happen?" Excuse me. I thought I could get through it without the cough. It's another collaboration with vocalist Steve McLoone, who has some great vocals and great harmonies. Again, thanks for sharing and caring, Pete. Grateful for all you do for indie artists from around the world, and that is from Mike. So let's give a listen to this one. Michael Thompson, Steve McLoone on this one, and it is called How Did That Happen?
Can't imagine. Please, I second to let my thoughts. I need time to decipher you. Your boy, you're telling me. I can't imagine all the around you. Just to know how it happened to me. Not to play the airlines, you wallow in your pain. Make the pain around you. Can't imagine all around you. I'm around you. I just can't imagine. I won't get out of it. I just don't get out of it. How that happened? Mix the magic, mix the blind, mix the magic, mix them all, mix them all.
Michael Thompson. This is a compliment, I promise you, and I hope it doesn't sound like it's not. Mike has this way of recording that it sounds like you're listening in the live band room in about 1978. Does anyone else get that vibe? Are you hearing what I'm saying about that? It is so cool. It feels live. It feels analog almost. It's got that warmth and that live sound, and I always dig it. Whenever I hear a Michael Thompson tune, you can almost hear by that production that it's Michael Thompson. So yeah, it is very cool. Good, a rockin' tune there from Michael, and again, another great community member, someone else that we love hanging around here. Yep, vote one for that. You hear it? You hear it? Yeah. Doesn't it sound like that? Doesn't it sound like you're in the booth? You're right there. The band's playing live, and you're right there in the live room. Very cool stuff indeed. All right, let's do another Play My Fire beat, shall we? We'll play Mike in the background while we do the giveaway. Let's do this thing. All right. So I think in honour of our mate Tom, who is our featured artist, I should make you all put #Papa in the chat. Just for fun. #Papa. Analog for sure, says Michael. I don't know, I love it because it's so unique these days. Everything's a bit too clean and digital, and I include myself in that. I just like hearing something that's a little bit real sounding. Anyway, so yeah, if you'd like to join in the Play My Fire beat part 2, be like Moses J. Hawkins and chuck #Papa in the chat, and we will fire that up for you in just a jiffy. While we wait on that one, why don't we play this next tune from Tremor Bear, who confused the heck out of me by submitting the same song again. And I emailed Tremor Bear and then realised that 2 submissions later they said this. Pete, I sent a song called Summer Song 2024 yesterday, but I had submitted that before. Please disregard that song. Here's one of my latest songs called Complexity. I sent this one too. If I sent this one too, please disregard it. Thank you. You hadn't, as far as I know, so we're going to give it a spin. This is Tremor Bear, and this is Complexity, and this is Your Music Live, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to play it. really love it. It's got like an 80s soundtrack vibe to it. Or maybe it's like, you know, like those promos that they have. Let's see if I can do something here. Coming up today on the Home Shopping Network, we've got the latest Bose headphones for you. Sandra will be checking out the latest cosmetics, and Adrian will show you a barbecue grill that'll blow your mind. All that and more on the Home Shopping Show. Do you reckon? It was that meant to be a compliment, but again, all my compliments are coming across as insults at the moment. Yeah, there's some vocal possibilities or some weird voiceover stuff that we could do with that. Sorry, Bear. You know me. You know that I'm a bit, especially this time of the show. I kind of get a little bit weirded out. Thank you for sharing that one. Should we play one more song so that I stop talking for a bit? I'm going to play some Gordon Lee Weaver, and then we're going to do the spin in just a jiffy. Gordon says, another of my experiments composing with scales less common to pop and rock. The lyrics in the verses describe my observations about how divided we have become. The lyrics in the chorus yearn for a more civil discourse of the past. Enjoy. Are you ready for Weaver? Let's give it a spin. This is Unified on Your Music Live.
Anxious minds bathed in dogma, brainwashed blind, all wound up, hypnotized, too much TV, just one side, trained to see. Days gone by, all was fine, trust was high, goals aligned, way back when, rooted men, unified, side by side. Treachery, expectation, enemy, everyone vilified, different thinking, don't ask why, taught to shun. Days gone by, all was fine, trust was high.
This is really cool. Yes, one of the most creative songwriters for sure. You get the contrast between the chorus and the verse is so good. It's like the dread, the trudgery of the halftime, and then the double time kicking in there. And cool video as well. Again, Gordon Lee Weaver has this really distinctive sound, and yeah, every time I play a tune from Gordon, you can hear that it's Gordon. Really good. Yeah, a little bit They Might Be Giants vibe, but that's probably why I love it so much. And I always remember, because I'm a big Weird Al fan, and there's a movie called UHF that Weird Al made back in the 80s, and there's a bit where this lady called someone Weaver is on a game show, and it's Wheel of Fish, and the host goes, "Are you ready, Weaver?" And so every time I see Gordon Lee Weaver, it reminds me of Weird Al. It reminds me of that movie. But yeah, it also reminds me that Gordon creates some great music. Very cool stuff. Should we play a little more Gordon while we spin the wheel? Because we got to give away. We've got to give away the right to party. No, the right to have a song played. So let's turn up some Gordon and hit the draw button. Good luck, everybody.
Days gone by, all was fine, trust was high.
Oh, Conan Drum Band was so close, but was pipped at the proverbial post by Mr. Jerry Gomes. Jerry Gomes. You can't go wrong with some Jerry Gomes, though, can you? Yeah, a little Jerry Gomes for our ear holes, maybe coming up in just a jiffy. Good job there. We had Gordon and Jerry. Yeah, it's like I'm playing a game of poker. Yeah, the boys coming over. Gordon's bringing the beers and Jerry's bringing the wings. Jerry Gomes for the win. So yes, you know the drill here, Jerry. All you need to do is, the streak for Chris Lane Sr. continues. He has never won. We should just keep spinning it until Chris wins. With 14 entries, it'd probably take 14 spins. So Jerry, all you need to do is in plain text right here in the chat is put your artist name, the platform name, and the name of the song. So you'd go YouTube, Jerry Gomes, awesome track. And then we'll give it a spin. In just a jiffy, while we wait on Jerry's selection, why don't we play another tune by... Oh, wait. Oh, there you go. I would like to give my spot to the amazing Jade Starr. There you go. Jerry handballs it to Jade Starr, who's running down the wing. What's Jade going to do with it? Jade, if you're listening, let us know. Otherwise, I'm going to pick a random Jade Star tune to play. This is so nice. All the winners are just being such good people, and they're passing their wins on to others. So, Jade, it is with you. I'm going to play this one from Linda Bowles while we wait for Jade's selection. So, Linda says, the Master's Call is about following God's direction to sing his praises. The word sing appears in the Bible 400 times, and at least 50 are commands produced by Homegrown Worship in the UK. Let's give this one a spin. This is Linda Bowles here on Your Music Live and The Master Call.
Let's just praise the Lord together. Let's just praise him one and all. Let us lift our voices to him as we heed the Master's call. Just praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. For he is Lord, he is Lord, he is Lord. When we walk with God's love filling our hearts, the world is a far better place. His light dispels darkness, his love reaches out to those who we pass along the way. Let's just love the Lord together. Let's just love him one and all. Lift our hands in sweet surrender as we heed the Master's call. Just love the Lord, love the Lord, love the Lord. For he is Lord, he is Lord, he is Lord. The Master has called us to lift up
Really nicely mixed song. I like it. And you know what? Like what you like. And I don't mind. I've always said, I don't care what you're writing about. If you're passionate about it and you want to share whatever you're into, that's good. As long as you're not preaching any hate or anything bad against other people, I'm all in for it. So good stuff there. The Master's Call from Linda Bowles. Thank you, Linda, for being part of the community. Appreciate you sharing that one. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you found it too. I'm glad you found it. There you go. Unshackled Spirits jumping in there, subscribing in, and thank you for being here. I hope we hear from you again. Let us play another track here. And now I've got to see what Jade has selected. Did you really? So Jade has selected a song to play. It's the weirdest play-by-fire beat thing. Nobody wants to play their own music today. So Jade has I said it was handballed from Jerry Gomes to Jade Star, who was running down the wing, and just as she was about to kick to goal, she does the don't argue and then just dishes it off to Jerry Gomes, who's directly in front, and he puts it straight through the sticks, and they go ahead by a point and win the whole thing. So we're going to hear this song, which we played a couple of weeks back, but I don't mind playing it again. It is 7 White Horses from Jerry Gomes here on Your Music Live.
Watching the wind blow the leaves down the lane past the church where the people plain stretched white canvas. The dark shadows are slumbering while the splashed color dances, washing away all your pain like a walk in the rain. Washing away.
Oh yes, very cool stuff there. Well done from Jade Starr to give it back to Jerry Gomes. Oh, but what's this? Oh no, we've had to go into overtime because apparently the last point didn't count. And the referee is Pete Johns, and he's grabbed this song from Jade Starr. We're going to listen to this one as well. This is Truth.
How can anybody justify the greed and endless overbreeding when 3/4 of our species still need feeding? Slavery rewards its medication to eradicate our feelings. Religious dogma, fear or guilt, or burn in hell for not believing. Stand up, it is never too late to change your life. Just speak the truth, and we all can finally be free to fly. Distracted by the gadgets in our hand, on demand and always streaming. Climate change is killing Mother Earth, the creatures now, the oceans bleeding. The system's fucked in every year, the poverty and the suffering's increasing. Divided left or right, they're lying in plain sight as we fight. We must unite. You know I'm right, I'm not wrong. The truth is in this song.
I had that one queued up anyway because Jay mentioned it in her show this morning, and I was like, I haven't listened to that in the longest time, and I really love this version, the orchestral version that Jay did back in 2020. And yeah, so there you go. The weirdest Play My Fire beat doubleheader in history, just all over the shop. But I love it anyway. Good stuff there from Jerry and Jade and Wild Rose CC, handing off to Barry, who played some Don Clark, and I'm lost now. Let's get back on track, shall we? Let's get back on track, but before we do, let's talk about DistroKid, who are probably equally confused by what's going on here. But the cool thing is, almost all of those artists we just talked about use DistroKid to release their music, and you probably should too, because did you know that you can sign up and it's a yearly subscription? People look at this and they're like $22.99 per year. Think about the subscriptions you have for other things. Your Netflix, your Apple Music, your Disney Plus, and then are any of them $22.99 per year or even $39.99 a year for the Musician Plus plan? No, you're paying $10, $15, $20 a month. And that's passive. This is active. This is giving you the ability to release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums out there to the world. And you can see there, they go everywhere. They go to Spotify, they go to TikTok, they go to Snapchat, they go to YouTube Music, they go to iTunes, they go to Apple Music. Everywhere you can think of, your music goes there. You sign up once, you upload your song or your EP or your album once, and it's out there to the world. And it just means that instead of you having to go into long, detailed explanations about where people can find your music, you say, hey, do you use a music platform of some sort? Yeah. Guess what? Type in Pete Johns and you'll find me. And right now you can sign up to DistroKid and save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. And the new TikTok artist feature that I mentioned in the first half, I will be doing that this week. So stay tuned. If you, like me, don't really understand the TikToks and need to learn from the youngsters, I'm going to be diving in there. I'm not a youngster, but I've watched videos of others and I'm going to give it a crack because why not? I got some songs I think could be TikTok dances. I won't do the dancing, don't worry, but we'll check that out. All right, let's play our next tune. This one comes to us from Mafese, and they say this is from my recent beat tape, some lo-fi songs, and it's about having fun doing music as a hobby while spending life as chill as I can be. That's how I like to try and spend my life, chill. All right, let's give this one a spin. This is Peaceful Life, Your Music Live.
Tracked around. Beautiful. You hear that shit? That's called Mac Piano, bitch.
Bringing some chill vibes there, using the old BandLab too. And another thing that I need to explore more in the future is BandLab. Very cool stuff. Yeah, nice chill lo-fi vibes there. Hello, Cold Acre. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Speaking of BandLab, we've got another BandLab track coming up next. This is from Beta Gamma, who says this is an orchestral song. I changed orchestral to amazing. This is an orchestral song which I used BandLab's MIDI virtual instruments. I couldn't listen to the stream because of school, and I want to request to start at the 2-minute timestamp because it's a slow song. Cool. Well, we'll play it from the 2 minutes and we'll play it out because it's 3.5 minutes. So that'll give us a good taste of this one, The Truth of Life, on Your Music Live. There are just so many ways to make music, aren't there? I love that you can just jump into BandLab and grab some cool orchestral instruments and play. It reminds me of the days when I first learnt that that my Casio keyboard had like some string patches and some horn patches, and I was like playing, I'm like, ooh, I get to play strings. Yeah. It's cool. It's the musical discovery. I like it. Very contemplative. Contemplative is a good word. I like it. Next up, we've got Juze, and they say this song was fun to make. Enjoy. Well, it's always good. It's good. It's fun to listen to music. It's fun to make music too. We're going to jump to the cloud of sounds. It's going to try and play us an ad. We're going to say no, and we're going to spin this one called Thank You Girl.
They talk pro black, but they'll stab you straight in your back. Back. You know, traitors got to go. I can't even say it.
Yeah, so what you gonna do, man?
I ought to bust them in the back of their head.
Jose doing a little remix action, little sampling going on that one. And thank you, girl. Thank you for being here on Your Music Live here today. Let's grab our next tune. This is Leovek. And they say this song is about things you're afraid of, but you have nothing to worry about. Interesting, intriguing. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Leovek and Not Afraid. Your Music Live.
You turning better, no, but speak on time, okay? I don't need more than Tesla, but run over Arizona. Could you tell me about? Have you broke me first? You can be free. The sound of thunder is getting louder. You're right. I'm too freeze. You can go now. I'm way to go now. So far, I see the lights fall off your shoulders, straight to target, and I am waiting for yours. Message about what you say. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. Message about what you say. I'm not afraid. You can call me freak, so what? The kind of friendship I want. This is a pleasure to talk. 2 years since this exit at all. I never thought that it would be. I really love just my day for you can be free. There's that thunder, it's getting louder. You're right, I'm so freeze. You can go now, I'm gonna go now. So far.
How cool is that one? Very good stuff there from Leovek here on Your Music Live, or Your Music Glitchy, apparently. Yeah, I think sometimes I'm riding the fader a little bit there, and I might have had it up a little loud, so you might have been getting a little clipping or cutting at the top end. I'll listen back. Yeah, Agent Smith is fighting us in the Matrix there. But it happens. Super chill stuff there. Thank you again for everybody being here. You are awesome, folks. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up button, you can go ahead and do that. Would appreciate it. Let's grab our next one. It's called Ecliptic P, or Ecliptic Producer. They say this song uses Vocaloid voice banks. It is vent from a year back about being unable to help friends in bad situations. It was made fully indoors, beatbox to make the MIDI, GarageBand for the instruments and extra stuff, Vocaloid 4 for vocals, and Audacity for the vocal mix. An interesting selection of instrumentation there. Very cool stuff. Let's jump to the cloud of sounds and give this one a spin.
Fragmented memories can't one more hour. You know I need more, please. Can't you better when the please let me know? None of us can take it from this never ending you by.
Like a really messed up circus in a good way. Yeah, very cool stuff there from Eclectic P. Ecliptic P. Man, having great fun times with all the names, the artist names today. Not doing the greatest job, but that's okay. We will soldier on. And we will soldier on to Happy Ron. Yay! Woo! Happy Ron returns to YouTube after 9 months, armed with new songs. Will anyone remember him or subscribe? That's what he said. I wonder it too. Let's give it a spin, shall we? We'll dive in here. This is Happy Ron. This is playing some live music here. Should we take a listen? Let's do it. You're on your
How's it going, buddy? Yeah! One more time, how's it going, buddy? My name's Happy Ron. The song is about the day I met my lovely girlfriend, Carla, right here. When she was showing me the keel, she was keeping it real, she was holding court up at the wall. She's reviewing the case and all the time she had wasted all the guys that never thought that long. I was sitting here, sipping my beer. I said I couldn't help but overhear. She was running down your list. There's one type of guy you miss. I don't want to be the nice guy, cause he becomes a left behind guy. He walks away with just a nice try, and then you're looking for the next guy. I don't want to be the good guy. You only call him on the bad night. Yeah, I know I ain't the first guy, but if I play my cards right, I could be the last guy. I got the perfect reaction, cause all her friends started laughing. She said, maybe you should buy some drinks. So I ordered a shot. She said, believe it or not, boy, you're changing the way I think. I said, I just don't want to be the guy you'll be talking about next week. I don't want to be the side guy, the very bottom of your list guy, the one who's heading for a goodbye, the hardly ever cross your mind guy. I don't want to be the good guy. You only call him on a bad night. Yeah, I know I ain't the first guy, but if I play my cards right, I could be the last guy. I don't want to be the nice guy, cause he becomes a left behind guy. He walks away with just a nice try, and then you're looking for the next guy. I don't want to be the good guy. You only call him on a bad night. Yeah, I know I ain't the first guy, but if I play my cards right, I could be the last guy. Yeah, I know I ain't the first guy, but if I play my cards right, I could be your last guy.
Woo! Yeah, Happy Ron. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, very cool stuff. I know. Look, I've loved listening to Happy Ron working with other singers and other artists. But yeah, there's nothing quite like watching Happy Ron doing his thing on the stage there. So go and check that one out. Make sure you're subscribed to Happy Ron, and you'll be able to check out all of the back catalogue of all the cool stuff that Ron's done in the past. And if you search Happy Ron Pete Johns, you'll find the video where Ron and I chatted about his past and his music and his backstory and all the rest of it. So you can check that one out too. Now, going from probably one extreme to the other, because we're moving to Ashley HM, aka Alicia Poor, and she says, hey there, Pete, this is my new Quake 3 Arena game music video. I had so much fun making it. I love your show. I hope you can play it on your 5th of August show. All the best, Ta from Alicia. Well, yes, it is the 5th of August here in Australia. It might be the 4th of August where you're tuning in from, but that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to give this one a spin. Always interesting, always kind of face melting, always with a video game twist. It's Ashley HM here on Your Music Live. Oh, Ashley, you make me smile with your awesome tunes and cool videos as well. Thank you for sharing that one. Always a pleasure to spin that. I never got into the Quake side of things. I was a big Wolfenstein 3D guy. Got into Doom. Then I kind of lost the plot a bit. I played, what was that really weird? There was a few really weird 3D sort of FPS games for a while. But yeah, I didn't play a lot after that. Yeah, sort of, got a job, got away from video games. And these days, I can't do it. Like, I see people playing Call of Duty and I see people playing like Grand Theft Auto. And I used to love it, but I can't do it anymore. I can't walk down the street and just shoot someone. Like, I don't know. I definitely couldn't. I definitely don't begrudge anyone for playing. I'm not the whole like, no, violent video games are bad. I think they're actually pretty good for a lot of people, but I just can't do it anymore. So go figure. All right, people are like, no one's asking you to, Johns. What are you talking about? Next up, we got Nesto6, who says, hello, Pete, and hello, everyone. Hope you're doing great. This song, Scratch That, is a work in progress. The title may also change. The song came about when I stumbled across the second section on the bass guitar, then added the main riff. Like a lot of my best riffs, they are all accidents that spark ideas. Then I continue to shape the songs in my mind and continue to build upon them. It's wild that it sounds harder. It's wild that it sounds harder than I was envisaging after adding drums. I'm absolutely not a drummer, so if you can help me create them, I am more of a willing to collaborate with you or anyone else looking to create this dope stuff. Very cool. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Nesto6, Scratch That, a work in progress here on Your Music Live. Sounds pretty freaking cool to me. I don't know that you need much assistance or collaboration, but yeah, if you'd like to collaborate, feel free to reach out to Nesto6. Sounds good though. Yeah, definitely needs to turn into something complete because very cool. I dig it. Yep, wake up. Bit of wake up juice there from Nesto6 for your ear holes. Let's play this next one. This is from D-Fresh. D-Fresh says, they fight and kill for what? Freedom? The tragic story of Soldier 99. This is D-Fresh here on Your Music Live.
Somebody can hurt you. Go
D Fresh, always bringing a fresh, pardon the pun, approach to music, and I like that. I don't know what you call that. You got kind of the trap style hi hats in there. You got some nice clean guitar, and then you got the big kind of distorted bits as well. Yeah, the rock and the trap coming together works really well. It's like when Linkin Park first went, wait, we're going to be rapping and doing metal at the same time. Very cool. Hello, Mr. Fomiati. G'day to you. Hope you are doing well, my friend. We are at that point of the show where it's time to wind things down, but not without our penultimate, and ultimate tunes. Yes, we've got 3 to go, and we're going to be playing them all here for you. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching on the replay, remember, we love you just as much. I know that not everyone can make this show live, especially our friends in the UK and Europe, and we will be doing some additional shows coming up that are going to be, I know I keep promising this, but it's time to actually do it. We'll do some YML extra shows coming up at some better times for our friends. I used to do a Thursday night show here in Australia, which was like a Thursday early morning US and Thursday midday UK kind of time zone, which I want to redo a few, at least for a little bit of while summer's on, before summer's over for our friends in the UK and Europe. Anyway, here's our anti-penultimate tune. It is Jim. Now, I've never known how to say your name, Jim. Is it Jim Hebert? Because I'm a hockey guy, and when I see Hebert, I think Hebert. Or is it Hebert or Hebert? Yeah, so I'm going to go with Jim Hebert, but I know someone from the Songwriters Anonymous group or someone that knows Jim will correct me in the chat because I'm probably way off base. Anyway, Jim says, using Logic Pro for the backing drum and bass, I added rhythm guitar, and Jason Lemansky added sax and horns at the ending. Very cool stuff. I love it. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Let's go to the Jersey Shore here on Your Music. Never been to New Jersey. I've never been to the Jersey Shore, never been to Atlantic City, but because it's an extra 5-6 hours when I go to the US. So I've been to the West Coast, but yeah, it would be very cool to get over that way. And I know New Jersey gets a bit of a bad rap, doesn't it? It's kind of like, yeah, New York is cool, New Jersey is lame, but you know, Bruce Springsteen's from there. You can't really, you can't argue with the boss, can you? Very cool stuff. And yeah, Jason Lemansky on the horns there as well with Jim. So thank you for sharing that. Apologies if I've mispronounced your name, but it happens, as you would know if you've watched this show. Penultimate tune time. This one came in last minute. I almost punished them by not playing it, But then I decided to play it and make it the penultimate tune. So I must like these guys. It is an international collaboration from Melbourne and Seattle, based off a backward loops I made with MXR Clone Looper. You can start playing at 2:06. I will do that because guess who it is? Yes, these folks. Look at this. It's Cold Acre and Lou Reality. They're better known as Chill Zone. And we're going to play their tune. Our penultimate tune here, Blue Horizon, on Your Music Live.
Face it now, you're gonna fall. It's only a matter of time. The candle burned too brightly. Now you're losing your mind. Look around and breathe it in before you're overcome. All the things you've put me through, your world's come undone.
Leela, Cold Acre, you can call him Chill Zone, our penultimate tune here on Your Music Live. I know it took every ounce of energy to keep my finger from fading out that solo. If it wasn't for the fact that Cold Acre has the Gibson version of the Epiphone guitar that I have, and I was like, oh, look at that guitar. Very cool stuff. A very honourable, very welcome penultimate song. So thanks for getting it in, for sneaking it under the bar there. Appreciate you, folks. All right, we are Dunsky. Yeah, it is that time. We've gone into overtime a little bit, as we do most weeks. But you needn't fear, because we've got GarageBand Weekly tomorrow. We've got another big week of shows. We are only 4 weeks away from Songtember, people. Yeah, are you ready? You ready to create for Songtember? That's our Song in a Month challenge, so make sure that you're doing all the things, following me on all the places, jump on the mailing list, head over to studiolivetoday.com for all of the ways you can get in touch and interact. Thank yous, time. Thank you to these folks. Couldn't do it without them, literally. Not just figuratively, literally couldn't do this show, wouldn't be able to have the ability because they sponsor this show. It enables me to spend the time I need to curate the playlist, to contact the artist, to put the show together, to do the show, to do all the promotion, all the follow-up stuff. So thank you to DistroKid. They care about you and your independent music. Yeah, because you're a human and they're humans, and they would like to create a human service for you humans to share your human music. Sorry, AI is fine, but humans for the win. Thank you to all the humans who have been here watching the show. I appreciate you greatly, whether you've been here live or whether you're catching up on the replay. Thank you so much for being here. And a huge thank you to all the amazing artists, more than 35 epic songs that we've shared on the show here. They're all linked down in the description so that you can go down there right now and follow all of the cool artists. And if you would like to get involved, don't forget you can submit your own songs using the link up there, over there, or down there, or where Thomas has pointed you to right there. That is going to do it for this one. The only thing is left to do is to play our final ultimate song. It is our featured artist of the week. It is Tom Carrera, and he's got a brand new one called Rise Again. He says a new, very short acoustic ballad with a difficult video than I typically do. Rise Again is an inspirational ballad touching on moving beyond sadness and despair towards living your best life. And I thought that was a very good message to go out on. So please, folks, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, keep creating, and I'll see you next time right here on Your Music Live.
My heart was broken, shattered dreams. I lost my way, or so it seems. Tears were streaming down my face, but I found a better place. I will rise again, stronger than before. Leave the past behind, I need nothing more. Every moment start anew. Now I'm free to be true. Picking pieces one by one. Life is bright like the sun. I will rise again, stronger than before. Leave the past behind, I need nothing more. I will rise again, stronger than before. Leave the past behind, I need nothing more. Every moment, start anew. Now I'm free to be true. I will rise again, stronger than before. Leave the past behind, I need nothing more. I will rise again, stronger than before. Leave the past behind, I need